Welcome back to Path of Exile, episode 6. So we're picking up right where we left off in episode 5. However, I went back to the city using a portal scroll and kind of exchanged out the inventory and equipped some upgrades, like this new plague mask we got, this new belt I equipped, which is slightly better than the old one that we had. Most everything else has stayed the same. I ran out of wisdom scrolls, so I can't identify these wool gloves, but we'll leave them in our inventory for now. And what I found out is if you use the portal scroll, you can go to the city and then use the portal scroll to go right back where you left off. That's kind of a quick way to jump in between town and wherever you're at in the game, which is excellent, I think. Alright, so let's continue clearing out the prison. On where we go. Need corpse to summon our zombie.
To the one place where your talents are free to grow and
Piety. Never trust anyone named Piety in a evil landscape set game.
still the Karui barbarians are far to Lina is dead. His legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman, and child from Lina's watch to the foot of our eyes. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prison's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand glory, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will rise anew to the veil. Letting Lysan's graceful face become moonlight on our mighty war.
Somebody's up to no good. Are we about to fight a boss in here, maybe? Somebody who's trying to summon Brutus? It didn't sound like we were going to fight Brutus, though. And there are no mobs in this zone. That's it's big worry. Big time worry.
My loyal Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone.
The Warden's Chamber. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, there's Brutus. I was wrong. As long as we keep moving, we should be okay. And we don't get hooked in. It's just Flask for the heck of it. Did he give us fodder for zombies? I don't think he did. Oh, maybe he did. Big mistake, Brutus.
Had you been my creation, brute, you'd not have
Prison
fallen
exit
so
is now
easily.
open. Achievement complete. Mercy killing. But I expected to find the person trying to summon Brutus, not Brutus himself. But he wasn't a big deal. It reminded me of the Butcher a little bit from Diablo 3. If you've ever played that game.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lionized Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thaumatic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install it.
I'm sure that's probably that's something we'll have to deal with later on. At vendors, you can trade an iron ring and a skill gem for a resistance ring. We've read that one before. I'm loving this game so far. It's a good time. It is definitely a good time. So I think we completed the quest. Let's level up our gems. A way forward, follow the Emperor's Road. Travel to Lion Eyes Watch. Well, let's go ahead and follow the Emperor's Road, and then we'll head to Lion Eyes to finish up quest. I'll say this. In between recording sessions, when I went back to Lion Eyes, there was a bunch of quest givers that tried to give me completed quest stuff, and I talked to some of them, but I didn't actually submit the quest, so we can do it together on camera. Can I know I can get up this wall by blinking. Looks like we're missing zombies. Getting a little bit more bold. Especially with the longer play sessions, I feel like just get a little bit warmed up. So by the time we're hitting the second hour, I'm all in, essentially. Blacksmith whetstone. So I don't know how most people play games. When I pick up stuff like that, I tend to save it for far longer than it's useful. It's a real bad habit where I just like, well, maybe I'll need it later on. And then you wind up never using it, and it's just a disaster altogether. So maybe we'll try not to do that this playthrough, now that I've vocalized it. I feel like we're due for a Tane encounter here. Let's go check what this
This is for your own good, sister.
golden X is. For my own good. Sister, huh? Well, I doubt it's for my own good. Forgetting to level up gems there. It's the blue glow the character get means you've leveled up a gem. I just get distracted with all the pretty things on screen. Forget to do it. Oh, our zombies died. This looks like one of those shrines over here. Level 14. This is probably a damage shrine. Yep, critical strikes always. Let's try to clear out as much as we can while we have this buff. Still have the buff. A whole lot of good loot there. I wonder if at some point, and I'm sure it does, the difficulty of the mob you kill, the rares will probably start becoming better than the yellow or the orange items, right? But I don't feel like we've crossed that threshold yet. Make sure that cap is still 4 on the zombies. No, it's 5 zombies now. I wonder what the final cap on that's going to be. If we're just going to get to have, like, I don't know, 60 zombies at the end of the game. Should be very cool. More of a chance. Greater life flask. Alright, Tani, let's do it. Fast attacks, fire damage, burns, ground on death. Alright. Let's heal up here. Extra cold damage, burns ground on death, that's fine. Lightning damage and leaps. This could be a huge mistake, but especially because we have a skill point to spend. We can dodge. This guy's gonna be a problem at all. Alright, let's not stand in the burning here. Just level up our gems while we wait for the AoE to clear out. Iron Ring. Steel Greaves, Rustic Shash. Let's take a look at this flask. Again, one charge when you're hit by an enemy. 29% additional elemental resistance during flask effect. Well, it seems excellent, so we'll... That's a large one, that's a medium one. Although I do like the effects of that one. These are probably not going to be good for us. That's probably not going to be any good. That won't be any good. Probably not any good. We'll just drop that, actually. Let's identify the gloves. Energy shield. 9% increased rarity of items found. Yeah, let's do that. We had one green and one blue in there. I know that is a blue socket, and we have to have a spare green one. We've only got one, though. It's probably not going to be any good because it's strength-based. This ring's probably not going to be any good either. Check it out anyway. 5% increased global physical damage. 1 to 3 chaos damage to attacks. 22 maximum life. 10% chance to cause monsters to flee. Well, let's do it. I don't know if we're going to get access to all those abilities on that ring, but we might. Let's go this way. The ship's graveyard, is that where we were supposed to go? It doesn't say we're not supposed to go there. Ship's graveyard. Let's
The sirens appear to be dining well.
forest is somewhere. I think we hit the waypoint back to Lion Eyes. And turn in our quest, see if we can pick up some new quests before we get too far out there. Let's just to save people from having to watch me mess with this stuff, let's just dump all this in here. Which I know is probably fun to watch in and of itself. I'm stacking this stuff in this tab here. I'm still not sure what any of this stuff does. I mean, I can obviously read the tooltips. What I really mean is what's good, when you should use it. Maybe we'll identify. Are we going to identify that? I don't think we are. Plus 29 intelligence? That's not any good. Well, I said I was just going to dump all this in here. Okay, Nessa.
Son, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy? Only you know the answer to that one.
Avarice.
Mervale dwells in the caves beyond the wrecks, at the head of Siren's Cove. Leave her be, and we can only hope that she continues to return the favor. I
Piety?
can think of only one reason why Piety would be here. She's interested in the sickness that pervades this place. The corruption that raises the dead and twists the wildlife into aberrations.
That's what I was thinking too. Prison reward. So this was the reward she tried to give me in between the last video and this video, and I just wanted everybody to be here and see the reward we got. Minion damage support. Instantly I'm thinking this is the one we want. Minions from supported skills deal 28% more damage. From supported skills deal 28% more damage. That seems good. Void manipulation support. Supported skills deal 22% more chaos damage. Supports any skill that hits enemies. Supported skills have 30% increased duration of ailments on enemies. So I think the green ones, yeah, are the supported skills. Which means this. Support skills which create minions. Minions from supported skills. See, we don't have any... Oh, maybe we do. Raise zombie and summon raging spirit. So maybe that those check marks down there, the active skills, means that this is applicable to those gems. Maybe. Supported skills. Yeah, I think that's what that means. Just kind of a nice interface to show you what counts for what. Unbound ailment support. Supported skills have a 37% increased duration of ailments on enemies. 26% more damage with ailments. I don't think we're gonna go with that. Supported skills deal 12% more fire damage. Supported skills have a 32% chance to ignite. We haven't been using a lot of fireball lately. We've been using more of Raging Spirit. Infernal Legion support. Minions from supported skills take 40% of their maximum life as fire damage per second. Minions from supported skills deal 25.3 fire damage per second to enemies near them. Well, that seems kind of cool. It's like our zombies slowly kill themselves. I wonder how much HP the zombies have. 224 max life, and they're going to burn 25 per second and deal like 100 and some damage. It's between these two. I think we go with this, just because I think that'll affect our Raging Spirits better. I could be completely wrong about that, but we do have an open socket, so that's perfect. What does she have for sale? Some generic items here.
Be well.
Prisoner's Gate.
Piety's raised Chevron's barricade. Not that I was likely to ever make the trip inland, but it was nice to have the dream. Hang on a moment. Got a stray thought seeking safe harbour. Piety's one to watch her own back, so she'd never cut off an escape route from possible trouble inland. The cunning witch must be able to lower that barricade from the other side, somehow.
Somehow, some way.
Marseilles commanded the southernmost of the Eternal Legions, here at Lion Eye's watch. Why was he called Lion Eye? Crazy fool had his left eye taken out and a golden hued gem put in its place. His head must have made quite a pretty adornment for King Kong's belt.
So is King Kong going to be probably the boss of the last act?
Belongs to Mervale. Those butchering buccaneers sailed off that way. The ones that plundered my poor Mary Gold. 'Twould be poetic justice if they'd stopped off for a sing-along with Mervale's lovely daughters on their way home.
Let's just catch up on our
Turkey
exposition
is as
here.
good a man as you can find on this godforsaken coast. He has some wrongs to right, no doubt. What they are, I've never asked, and I never will. If not for Tarkley, we'd all be dead.
What about me?
Don't tell Tarkley, but they're the foulest fowl I've ever tasted. Still, Exiles can't be choosers.
No, I suppose they can't.
The Merry Gull ran aground on the tidal island trying to escape from pirates. As tends to happen here in Rayclast, her crew met a far worse fate. Cannibals.
Yeah, we ran into those.
Tarkley pulled Bestel from some hideaway in the wreckage. The ship's only survivor. Whether the ordeal fractured his mind or whether it was just in his nature all along, it's clear that Bestel sails a different course to the rest of us.
Alright, thanks Nessa.
While we live, we are blessed.
Hello.
Alright, this... I'm not quite sure what she offers, but it seems to be some kind of skill point.
Walking the paths of the remembered. I am but a memory of the woman I was. A memory treasured and sustained by the mother of death. I awoke in the halls of death, with the life I once led little more than a dream half remembered. Yama the White, my furry companion, stood before me with the seeing stone he holds now. Both were given a hair of Hinekora's dark knowledge, but each serves a separate purpose. The seeing stone drags me deep into its core, where every instant into eternity is known all at once, like limitless rings on a tree trunk.
She's very mysterious, isn't she?
Hinekora, my mother.
Oops. Oh, fair enough.
The cold blusters from above, chilling the unwary to the bone.
So, I guess this is just a new tab, Prophecies. Oh, and then we use these coins here to unlock. Let's slip the blood, and the life will continue in a new form. You will kill a powerful monster whose blood takes on a new form. We'll discover an area with an Arctic tempest.
Welcome.
Seek prophecy.
Gold without.
Okay, well.
Gold within. Blood comes in many colors, but the gilded always bleed gold.
I see, so you spend those coins, which I didn't necessarily want to do, to seek a prophecy, which unlocks a new one of these. And then you spend more silver coins to do the thing.
Hello.
Fear prophecies H. Okay.
Welcome.
Alright.
See you soon.
That's a little confusing, but I think I got it. So do we have more of those coins? We sadly don't. So I have to find more of her coins to do whatever it is that is.
His own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches off death, you better have one of these, for luck. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know.
Okay, Tark D taught me everything. Right, Tark-D? Wither. Body swap. Violently disrupts your body and recreates it at a location of targeted enemy or corpse, dealing spell damage in area at both locations. There's no specific target. It will prioritize corpses over enemies. Targeting a corpse, the corpse will also explode, doing damage around it that is not affected by modifiers to spell damage and cannot be reflected. The spell cannot be repeated. It's very similar to Blink. I don't think we want to be diving into action like that. But maybe. Wither casts a debilitating debuff on enemies in an area, hindering their movement, and also inflicts the Wither debuff, which increases the chaos damage that they take, can stack up to 15. Teleport to a location, damaging enemies, and leaving a trail of burning ground in your wake. Shares a cooldown with other Blink skills. Waits for a duration before teleporting to a targeted destination. I'm not going to do lightning warp. We're not really a lightning witch. Summon skeletons. Now we're talking. Let's look at clarity first. Cast an aura that grants mana regeneration to you and your allies. Summon a skeleton warrior minion at the targeted location. They use a melee attack and die after a duration. If made aggressive, skeleton warriors will also dash towards nearby enemies. You know we're doing that. We're a summoner. Or a witch that summons things. Let's take a look at the blocked road.
Why would piety go and cut us off from the interior? Thankfully, I don't have it in me to know what that witch thinks. But I reckon you'll work it out. Once you've lowered Chevron's barricade for us, of course. That medicine chest you found, it'll do more than you might think. The medicine will run out, it always does, but Nessa won't. Give that girl a sliver of hope and she'll carry it to the end of the world.
We're just gonna go through all these real quick.
Lionel's watch.
See if there's any quest stuff in here.
Simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering. Orlith might want to
I don't think there is. I'll save this for off camera. If people want to see it, just let me know, and we'll go back and go through all these story details.
stay sharp out there.
But in the meantime, let's head back out. Are we ready to go? Don't have an open blue slot. Is there a blue one we want to replace? Maybe this fireball here. Alright, we're back into the fray. Did we, Control Q. Let's bind that to right click, actually. I mean, it's weird, we're kind of running out of binding space. And we keep picking up spells every level or two. I don't know how that's going to work out at the end. So what does this say? Summoning the skeletons is a bit awkward. Oh, you could summon a ton of those. I think we're supposed to have 5 zombies? Yeah, 5 zombies. Get this amulet. Hairy muzzle, no problem.
Life flows through the blood. Let's slip the blood, and the life will continue in a new form.
I have no idea what's going on here with that part. It'll be something we'll have to figure out like we did with Tane. But we'll figure it out. Okay, I was getting a little too close for my comfort there. Looks like we have a skill point available. Something is definitely attacking us. What is it? P? P. 20% maximum energy shield, 20% to maximum mana, 20 to intelligence. Do we want to go this way? Or do we want to head this way? Let's, it's pretty overwhelming, isn't it? Let's go this way. I don't think it's necessarily where I want to go, but, I think eventually we'll want to go there, so maybe it's fine. Some ghost pirates here. Not overly difficult to kill. Alright, so far no problems. Check out this trunk. Nothing. It's dead end here. Where's does this go up north? Let's let's head through this this area here. Ship's Graveyard Cave. Is that somewhere we were trying to go? Doesn't sound familiar. I think that's where we want to go. This way. And the Ship's Graveyard Cave is that way. So let's not go that way quite yet. Let's try to find looks like this way here. Is this where we want to go? Well, this doesn't feel right either. Use a scroll or orb, right click it, and then left click the target. The Cavern of Wrath. I don't feel like this was one of our quests. Monster levels are 12. What level are we? We are level 14. Okay. I guess we can always take a look. Well, I gave away my heart on the promise of a lie. I gave away love for nothing. Mervale.
Welcome, husband. We knew in our hearts that you would find us. Come, Doresso. Ambrosio and Amarissa must meet their father. Come, my love.
We're not scared of her. It's one of those silver coins. Sounded a bit like a siren there. Let's go this way first. Two plague monsters up here. Their skeletons down.
Gold without, gold within. Blood comes in many colors, but the gilded always bleed gold.
I think we'd be having a lot more difficult time if we didn't have the zombies and the skeletons. Those are, that was definitely the correct choice, I feel. Maybe somebody's going to tell me that if I had went with one of the other spells like lightning, I could have just been zapping things down in one hit. But I feel like having the zombie buffer is super nice.
I recognize myself.
She barely recognizes herself at level 15. Should probably make sure everything's cleared out before I spend time allocating skill points. Let's go at 10% elemental damage. I feel like we're not casting fireball at all. I don't know if we're getting any value out of putting points there. Okay. I'm loving the music in this game. Very well done. Oiled vest, we're not picking that up. They are sirens, singing Siren of Frost. I mean, that's how you know the audio is great. If I can, I'm guessing at what I think the mobs are based on the sounds that they make, and that's exactly what the developers were going for. be careful here. Crypt Prowler of the Drowned. So we got debuffs. Looks like we can just summon a ton of those skeletons, huh? So many skeletons. What does this do? Spawn Metamorph file. Does this mean we can just fight this whenever that's up? That's what it looks like. Uses Siren's Call. So I wonder if these metamorphs are unique to the area that you spawn them in. It's kind of looking that way. Just kind of neat. Gains power charges, bonus energy shield. Not worried about that. I'm not worried about that either. No choice there. Oh, I see. Because we don't have the... I see. We're missing one part to summon a full thing anyway. So it looks like you can always reject Tane when he first spawns out and then just ask him to spawn later when you have more room to kite maybe. That's good to know. We figured that out. Don't always have to fight the metamorph. You can always just spawn it later with that button there. Still at 5 zombies? Yeah, 5 zombies. Let's go down this way first. Mervale, I'm so cold and lonely, embrace me. Oh, we'll embrace you, Mervale. Gonna embrace you with some, what are these things called? Raging Spirits. Just gotta find you, that's all. Just gotta find you. Let's go kill this plague monster over here. Menacing Brain. I wonder what happens if you collect... Like, say I collect 5 brains before I collect 1 heart. Does one of the brains get destroyed? Like the first one that you picked up? Does the game not drop it that way? I don't know. Need to be heading north, it looks like. Have some raging spirits. Let's blink out of there if we can. That wasn't too scary. A wave of divine fire damage in a line, then create consecrated ground and deals damage in an area around the targeted location. A larger shockwave then expands outwards, damaging enemies standing in a consecrated ground that were not already hit. Well, we're definitely going to use that, I think. That's a blue gem. I feel like we replace... I was going to say replace Frostblink with that, but... You know, the more I think about it, I think being able to blink out of stuff is probably more valuable than doing a little extra damage. Probably. Let's head north to this exit here. Cavern of Anger. All right. You can move the overlay map around using the arrow keys. See, we wanted to know this for quite a while now. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Perfect. Well, that's good. We know it now, at least. I wait for his return. Duresso, I wait. A good wife. Well, Merivale, I don't think he's coming back. But I have some raging spirits and some skeletal warriors and some zombies for you. This story in games kind of always makes me sad, though. The wife who hasn't moved on, or the husband that hasn't moved on, and they wait for eternity for them to return, and then you have to go down there and put them out of their misery. It's very much a video game trope. It's a good one, though. It's a good trope. Alright, Mervale, where are you? Mervale? I wonder if she's going to be a siren. Yeah, that would be an interesting twist if her husband was a sailor that she lured down, crashed his ship, and then fill in the blanks, I guess. That's how weird that situation could potentially be. Alright, Mervale. We know you're in here. This isn't even a quest we're supposed to be doing, I don't think. I mean, we'll definitely get a quest reward for it. We just don't have the active quest at the moment. Is that her right there? I don't think that was her. We did level up. Let's spend the skill points. And plus 10 intelligence. I wonder if her intelligence affects the damage that our minions do. I have so many questions regarding these kinds of things. Let's keep heading north. Alas, I have so much I wish to share with you. Well, there's her lair. Well, let's go put her down. She's been hoarding treasure in here. This is Love's true face. Let's see, is she a siren? She is a siren. Oh, that's a nice twist on it. Oh! Dropping a lot of fire on the ground, or ice, rather. Not a problem. Need to kill these constructs? We might do. Oh, it looks like there's a phase 2.
I need more mana.
Let's do our best to not die here. Bad news is we have no way to summon corpse or zombies because there's no corpse. So we'll get some from those mobs there. She's still alive. She is still alive. She's about a half HP. Let's get our 5th zombie out there. Pop our last speed pot. Not too bad, not too bad.
'Twas love that did this to you.
Poor fishwife.
Too much clutter.
Yeah, you gotta feel kind of sorry for her there. Although, I mean, her husband, she probably wrecked his ship and kind of took him as her husband, if you will. Let's dump the bastard sword so we can pick up the armor scrap. Can we still carry that? No, we can't. Damp diary.
Also gave me the gem, kissed me, promised that he would be by my side forever. I sang for him. I sang for Oriath with his gem at my throat. Khaleesi's gem. Khaleesi's voice. I sang in her echo, performing arias that had once made the Empire weep. I listened to Khaleesi's lullabies in my dreams. I gave myself to her music, mind and body. Dureso left me for San with a promise to free me from Khaleesi. I begged him not to go, tried to show him the wonder of my transformation, the beautiful daughters he would soon meet. He couldn't see.
It's kind of a sad story there. Not what I thought it was, either. Oops. Well, I think we did her a favor, nonetheless. I don't think Dureso is coming back for her. I don't think he's ever going to wake up to her true love. So something to do with that gem is, it's almost like,
nice to see there's still some life in this twitching corpse of a
keep hitting M
continent.
there. The One Ring. Find the forest encampment. Let's just try to do that. Let's see, where did we wind up at? Is the forest encampment over here? Oh, I guess we're in Act 2. I wonder if this is the forest encampment, or... It's hard to say. This feels like a forest, though. This has to be the right way. Let's, see if we can't find the quest here. I think we're ready for Act 2. Certainly have the levels for it. I think, anyway. Doesn't look like anything's too difficult here. We're throwing fireballs. We mean to be throwing raging spirits, but... I love the environment change. I'm pleasantly surprised with this game so far. I have to say it. I kept hearing such good things about it, but I don't know. I just put it off because it was a free game, and I thought, well, it can't be as good as Diablo. But so far, it's as good, or not. Maybe better than Diablo. Probably better. I guess we'll be able to say that definitively as we get closer to the end of the game. But so far, I mean, this alone is something to behold. I like complexity in my games. I like depth. So, oh, we found the forest encampment. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have simplicity in games, but I enjoy depth. I'll just say that. Skill gems gain experience as you do while they're equipped, so it looks like you have to have them equipped. It's good to know. So is this going to be a city up here? It is. I guess this is probably a good place to stop. I'll do some inventory management off screen, and I suppose pick up these quests, and we'll pick up right here, going into the 7th episode. As we've still been able to survive. So far, not too difficult. of a task, but maybe as we reach the end of the game and go into the end game content, it'll be a little bit more challenging. But for now, thanks for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me, the unusual Maw. Appreciate it, and everybody have a good day. Thank you.